Hi there, this is just a short video to show how I used PaintShop Pro to produce the ghost signs that I put up on Facebook. Okay, so this is PaintShop Pro. I'm not trying to sell PaintShop Pro. I actually picked it up cheap in a thing called a Humble Bundle. They put together sort of bundles of software, so I think this and a whole bunch of other software cost about £20. The Coral sales come up about once a year, so if you're interested in buying this, it's worth just keeping your eye on that. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is bring in the PDF file from scalescenes. So I'll just open that just now. So you can see here you've got a choice of the page size. Obviously we're going to want an A4, and the resolution, in this case it's 72, but I want 300 just because it seems to work well with my printer, 300 dots per inch. So I'll just say OK on that. Hopefully, here we go. It's saying that it contains 3 pages, which is fine, so I'll just say OK. And that's 3 pages. I'll just get rid of that thing. So this is one of the pages. I don't want to put anything on that one, so I'll just get rid of it. That's the one I'm wanting to use, so I'll get rid of the other one. Okay, so we've got our scale scene graphics. I'm going to try and put a sign on this region here. So what I want to do is bring in a sign. Now your signs, I've both downloaded them from the internet and also made up my own. It's easy to make up your own signs if it's purely text based. So I'll just bring in this Nestle one, which is one of the ones I didn't make up. Now I made this one up and I realised I've forgotten the apostrophe after the E there, but who cares? I'm not going to bother about it now. So just make this a wee bit bigger. I'll probably want to. But okay, I'll just leave that like that. So the next thing I want to do is kind of distress this. To do that, what I'm going to have to do is get my tool palette, which is somewhere. Where's my tools gone? Sorry, I'm using a multi-screen monitor, so the tools were actually on the other screen. So I'll just drag these things back across. So this is my tool palette. So what I want to use is an eraser tool. So I'm going to use this one. Now you have a bunch of tool options at the top. So you can choose different kinds of brushes. I think it's set on watermark here. I've used a few of these things. I've tried out a few of them. Let's try out this one, the scattered thing. So I'll just choose that one. You've got hardness, steps, density. So let's drop the density, which is the number of strokes that we're going to get on that one. Opacity here is set at 73. That's just how much, oops, let's drop that down. That's just how much that it's actually going to delete the background. A lower opacity means that you've got more chances to kind of get it right. So you can see this is quite a big brush I'm using. I could reduce the size a bit. So let's drop it down to that. It's not really getting, let's drop it down to about 50. Okay, a bit smaller now. Okay, so what I'm doing now is really just sort of dabbing over the sign. And sort of just distressing it a bit. Not really distressing it very much there. I might turn up the opacity to about 80%. So it's getting quite broken up and distressed there. Okay, so that'll do for just now. Next thing I want to do is transfer this image onto here. You can see that the wall here is at an angle, so it's easier actually to flip this thing just now. So what we'll do is image, rotate left, and then edit, copy, click on this one, edit, paste as a new layer. It's important that you paste it as a layer because that lets you do things to the sign independently of everything else. So you can see we've got the sign there, which we can move into position on the wall. So we can put it anywhere we want. I'll just zoom into that so as we can see what's happening. So you can see the bits that have been distressed are transparent and they're kind of showing through, but the sign still looks in quite good condition. So the way to deal with that is to click on the layer palette, make sure you've got that layer selected, and then drop the opacity down to something that's at 73, so we can actually drop it right down. You can see the sign, you can take it right down to the point where it virtually disappears as you drop the layer of opacity. Obviously, if you use a different brush, you can take away more parts of the sign and distress it even more and really do anything you want to it. If you wanted to show a background, you could put in another layer in between it with the sort of sign background colour, so that the front of the sign is worn away and showing a bit of the background, if that's what you want to do. Okay, I hope that helps. Bye for now.